Hi, this is Mary from maryscontrary.com. I just thought I'd make a little video. I got a couple questions about my Jack Richeson little press that I have, and I thought I would share a little bit about it, just in case you guys are all working out what kind of presses you want to buy for your printmaking. So this is the Jack Richeson printing press. And this is it's called the Baby Press. And it's a really good little press. It is this small. It's about, a little bit bigger than like a hand. Maybe 2 hands tall. Which is an accurate measurement, I'm sure. Anyways, this is, it just sits on these little rubber things here, and I put it on this old cafeteria cart, so it makes it easier for me to roll it around when I need to move it. But as far as the press goes, it's actually quite nice. But the one thing that I noticed, it's got this bed here that you kind of have to push it sometimes to get it to start moving. And that might be, like right now it's not going to turn when I turn the handle because I don't have the blankets in, but I'll show you what that looks like right now. Hold on. So the height of this is about 11 and a half inches tall, I'd say, and it's about, let's see here, hold on. I'd say the press bed is about 19 inches long, and almost 12 inches, not quite 12 inches wide. I have comfortably printed an 11 by 15, 11 by 17 on here without problems at all. When you do purchase it, you're going to want to get some blankets. This is this protects the roller from whatever it is that you're printing, and this is the padding. It's like wool padding, and then this is the sizer blanket in case you're printing intaglio. It'll protect these blankets on top from any kind of glue that might be leaking out of your wet, damp paper. In addition to this, I actually created one of these grids. I know you've probably seen it in videos. And I had put on here the Turns Burton's pins, and I just sort of kind of keep it here as like a permanent registration thing. And so whenever I make smaller prints, I actually use this a lot. And this fits, this is just one of these mats. One of these mats from quilting that you can purchase, and I just cut it so it fits directly onto this to this bed. And I keep this underneath the blankets when I print, and I'll show you how it goes through in a second. Okay, so in order to engage the roller, you have to have the pressure set pretty strongly onto the bed. And so when I roll it, it's actually quite nice. I don't have to actually push it anymore. What I just have to do is start rolling it through the roller, through the press, and it will pretty evenly distribute, any kind of pressure, even pressure and stuff for etchings, intaglio, collagraphs, Linocut. And I'm going to raise it up a little higher and see how tall it actually can get, maybe for some woodcut. But even then, I would be kind of worried about doing something too high just to protect your rollers, because you don't want to put anything under here that has any kind of like metal or anything like that, because it'll end up breaking through these blankets and nicking at your roller here. Also, when I got this, it looked like it was custom made for me from the manufacturer from Brazil, and that's where it shipped from. It came in this giant box, and it was really cool. I thought it was humongous, and well, it was a pretty big size box, a crate. I'd never received any kind of box like that before, and it was really kind of fun to open it up and see my press for Christmas, and that was awesome. That's a little bit about the press. I'm gonna lift it up right now and see how high I could get it, maybe for those who want to do more like collagraphs and stuff like that, those kinds of methods, or even for some woodcut, to see kind of how it goes through the press. I haven't done big thick pieces of woodcut. I've only done smaller pieces, so we'll see. Hang on one second. Okay, so I just ran this through the press. This is something that I use for my other press for, I think they're called rails, and it's just a kind of a placeholder for my roller on the larger press. But this is an inch high. It's just barely an inch high, and I use this for when I print wood blocks or letterpress. But for this particular press, you wouldn't be able to do letterpress because the type is almost an inch high, and this is 3/4 of an inch, and this I was able to run through pretty high with the rollers engaged as tall as they can get. If you can see this right here, I got them as high up on the on here as possible. So I would only go maybe 3/4 of an inch of a block or in thickness, and not an inch. That's about your wiggle room. Perhaps if you didn't have the blankets on, then you might be able to do the inch, but I would not want to put anything that would damage this, because this is machine made and it's nicely made, and I guess I just like to baby my baby press. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful for you all for purchasing your first etching press, your first press at all. I like this press. This thing is, I've been using it for several years now, and for a small press, it's fantastic, and it's really strong, and I've kind of, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I've kind of butchered it a little bit and stuff, and I haven't damaged it. So I would say that I think that this is a very good press to have, especially for your first one, if you guys are branching out, or even if you do some small workshops and stuff with friends. If you, like I said, when you have the rollers fully engaged, then this press bed's actually not bad. It rolls pretty well. So I've just learned recently to start kind of adding more pressure than I'm usually more comfortable, but that's also because I've been printing more with intaglio. So I hope that this video was helpful for you to make your decisions. Let me know what you think, and if you ended up buying one, please let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear from y'all. Thank you. Bye.